How are
Hi.
you, Natalie?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Yeah. So how are things going for you?
Okay. I mean, kind of same old, same old. I've been looking for jobs and can't find anything out there. And my money's kind of tight right now, so it makes it even harder.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are struggling with that, and
Yeah.
you wanna find a job, but it feels like an endless
Yeah, I need a
cycle.
job.
What so I know we talked a lot about the fact that you want to get housing as well and want to get employed and are struggling with your finances. But I just wanted to kind of see what of those things, which are big things, you kind of wanted to focus on first.
Well, I guess maybe just finding a job. I mean, I feel like if I find a job, then my finances will increase, and then maybe I can move out to my own place.
Right.
Eventually, because getting sick of the halfway house.
Okay. It's not the best living situation.
No, there's just weird people everywhere. I don't get along with some of them.
Okay. Sorry to hear that. Is there anyone that you enjoy being around over there at the house?
I have one friend. Yeah, she kind of helps me out every once in a while, watches my back, but that's about it. I don't really trust anyone else.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. There's someone.
Yeah.
You feel.
Yeah.
Is she also looking for employment too and trying to find a job?
She has a part-time job. She wants to get a full-time job, but
yeah,
she's working part-time at least.
Okay. So maybe she can be kind of a person you can talk to about those things, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of, if she hears of a lead or something, passes it on to me, and I do the same for her, but
okay.
You know how it goes. I mean, we apply for a bunch of things, and they just never work out.
It can be discouraging. But I know you have a lot of good skills that you've had in the past, and so hopefully we can talk about some job possibilities for you. So I know last time you mentioned that you did, you worked at a furniture store and then and also did some stuff in factories. What is that the kind of work you want to do now, or are you looking for something different?
I don't really care now. I mean, the only thing is I have pretty bad back issues, so I can't be standing up for long periods of time. So I don't know that I could do factory work anymore. I mean, that's where all my experience is, but at this point I'll do anything, really, as long as I can stand it.
Seems like you're pretty open at this point to anything. And if what other jobs would appeal to you, maybe that aren't as intensive?
Yeah, I mean, I've been learning about computers. I go online sometimes and check email. I could probably do some computer stuff or just basic office work, maybe data entry or answering phones. Seems like something I could do while sitting down and easy enough.
Yeah, you seem to have a good sense of humor, and that would appeal to people if you talk on the phone. So that might be an area that you can look into.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
And what I don't know if I mentioned this last time you were here, but we do have some job folders with those kind of jobs and office jobs that you can look at and see if you think those would be a good fit for you. And then we also have telemarketing jobs they are very open to those that don't have, that have some criminal background or history.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Okay. I've been looking for office jobs. There's a lot of those postings, but I haven't heard back.
Okay.
I haven't really looked into telemarketing though, so maybe I'll try that.
Sure. And I can give you that list of employers before you leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
I know a lot of clients have been able to get some work through those areas. So it's worth a try, right?
Yeah, I'll do anything, like I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so is there other type of work besides that might appeal? Or I know you said you enjoyed cooking.
Yeah, I really like cooking. I don't know if I'd be good enough to work in a fancy restaurant or something, but
Okay.
Anything with food I like. Just as long as I don't have to stand for a long time, that's kind of the hard part.
That's a barrier for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you see other things that might get in the way of, I know your fence, but also what other things do you think might get in the way of getting a job?
Well,
that we can talk about.
It's hard for me to focus sometimes because I'm taking these medications that kind of make me sleepy sometimes, and it's just harder to focus on things. So I don't know how that would work in certain jobs.
So not being able to focus for like a long period of time, probably.
Yeah, like if I had to sit at a computer and do the same thing all day, I probably wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay.
I'd probably fall asleep at my computer, but if I got to do, different things and kind of be moving a little bit, I might be able to get through the medication.
Right. So, so I kind of wanted to make some specific goals for you. I'm going forward, if that's okay. And
okay.
So, you definitely want to get work, probably more office work or something less strenuous. How realistic do you think a month would be in terms of finding a job?
I don't know. I wish. It sounds great. I've been looking for, like 9 months, so get a job in a month would be great. I don't know.
But maybe not maybe the most realistic.
I don't know. It's taken so long.
Or instead of would just, if we made a goal instead of just making a certain number of contacts, how would that look to you?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
I'm trying to make as many contacts as I can.
Okay. Is there a certain number of contacts you think you can do every week?
You mean like turning in applications?
It could be, well, what do you think? Is it easier for you to say you fill an application or making a call? Either one of those. Which one would you prefer?
I kind of mainly just been keeping track of applications.
Okay. Well,
because it's,
you've already
kind of something to do is, fill them out, turn them in, and it's kind of depressing when they don't get back to you, but, I kind of feel like I'm doing something if I'm able to turn stuff in.
Definitely, because, the fact that you're turning in applications and maybe hearing back not so good things means you are making strides. So why don't we say stick with applications? How many are you currently doing each week? Would you say?
I would say at least like 1 or 2 a day, maybe like 10 in a week.
Sure. Would you like to increase that a little bit in terms of, in order for you to make more contacts?
Yeah, or just maybe get help on or direction on where to go.
Okay.
You know, like if I could narrow it down maybe
Sure.
to certain places that might actually, you know, hire me versus,
Right.
I mean, right now I'm just kind of applying for
Everything.
you know.
And not getting the results you want.
Yeah.
So I think you mentioned office work briefly, and then and I mentioned maybe telemarketing being a possibility, which I mentioned might be more open. Do you think that would be a possibility?
Yeah, that's probably something I could
Feel-
focus on, you know.
Okay, sure. So you kind of want to make some contacts, perhaps in telemarketing or other related jobs. It doesn't have to just be telemarketing.
Yeah,
But-
anything.
But would like 15 a week be feasible, you think? Or
Yeah, I
work
think
for
so.
you?
I could do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. And I know there's other steps that need to be taken in terms of getting jobs. And is there any other steps you would like to take that you?
Well, I guess maybe I could take a class or something if
Sure.
it would help.
And we have like, what kind of class are you thinking?
I don't know, maybe more computer classes. Like
Okay.
I've learned some things playing around with the computer at the home, but maybe more like typing classes or programs.
Sure. That sounds like a relevant thing, given that you want to go into maybe some office work or. Sure.
Yeah, I think it could help.
What and we have some resources we can give you in terms of, I know the library has some classes, and we can find other resources for that too,
Okay.
if you
Yeah.
would be interested.
All right.
Great. Is there any other questions or thoughts you have before we meet next week?
No, not really. I'm just, you know, anxious to get
Yeah.
started and doing stuff
And
again.
again, let us know if there's any other ways we have a lot of supportive staff here, and, you know, if you need some help with your resume or whatever, or clothes for interviews, or let us
Yeah.
know, you know, that
Okay.
would be helpful as well.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, thanks Natalie, and
Alright.
we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.